And then once you complete the coursework, you do a 1,200-hour internship.
Wow.
And then you're eligible to sit for the board exam.
Wow.
So, and then what's even more exciting is in the state of Georgia, you must be licensed to practice.
Hi, and welcome to Kelly, where we talk about life, your life and my life, and through Kelly, we hope to inspire. I have Allison Boyd on the show today. She is CEO of Metro Music Makers.
You got it.
So we're going to talk about music today,
Yeah.
and tell us a little bit about your history with music. How you got into music? You were kind of born that way, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like music is me, and I'm music. We're kind of one and the same, and I think a lot of professional musicians feel that way.
Right.
Yeah, I started playing a little bit at 3. My grandmother taught me my first song on the piano, and then I started formal lessons at about age 6. And I was that kid that just was on the piano all the time. My parents basically had to beg me to go outside and play and to make friends and be social, which was really difficult for me because I expressed myself.
So what's the difference in, do you think you were that way? Would you say you were pushed to do music, or you think you were just opened up to the idea of music? And I'm just curious because of, you have parents that push kids into things, and it doesn't normally seem, but if you just let them do it, normally it has a different effect.
Yeah, I think, my mother was a musician. She was a vocalist, and so she was very encouraging, and she wanted us to have music in our lives. I have 2 sisters, other sisters as well, and they also learned piano. So she really wanted that opportunity for us. She understood the benefits of going through that process of learning an instrument. But I just really took to it, and it became my form of expression when I couldn't necessarily verbalize what I was going through, particularly in my preteen and teen years. And so when I entered into college, I was pursuing piano performance. And I think I just quickly kind of realized that, yes, as much as I'm passionate about music and about piano, that I wasn't cut out to be a concert pianist. And I started to make that connection. That's how I was able to express myself. And then I discovered music therapy and thought, okay.
Yeah, let's talk about music therapy.
Yeah.
Because this is something that your company does.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we provide music therapy services. We work with individuals.
And you actually go to people's homes to do this.
Yes, we do. So we have private clients, and we go to their homes. And we also partner with healthcare facilities to provide groups. So, and we have just a wide range of types of diagnoses that we work with, and age groups. We work with infants all the way up to senior care.
Wow.
So it's really exciting to see what an intervention using the tool of music can do in people's lives. But yeah, I discovered music therapy and knew that was for me and pursued that. And for someone who's interested in pursuing music therapy, there is a specific degree program that you go through. And then once you complete the coursework, you do a 1,200-hour internship.
Wow.
And then you're eligible to sit for the board exam.
Wow.
So, and then what's even more exciting is in the state of Georgia, you must be licensed to practice. So anyone who's interested in music therapy for themselves or for their child wants to make sure that a music therapist is licensed.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And there's probably not a ton of people doing that, right? Or
there are actually in Georgia there are several music therapists that have a strong presence here. So I think Atlanta's a great place to be if you're searching for that service.
And again, it falls into that thing of we need something that's ours, and we need something to create, so it gives that outlet for
It does. And I do want to clarify about music therapy that it is a research-oriented and evidence-based healthcare profession. Because I think a lot of folks associate music therapy with, oh yeah, I listen to music and it makes me feel good.
Right.
And yes, of course it does. But a music therapist enters into a therapeutic relationship with a client and again uses music in the intervention to address that client's needs.
Wow.
And so that can be, the needs can be cognitive, behavioral, emotional, the whole gamut. And then the activities within the treatment plan that music therapy prescribes for a client can include listening to music, but can also include singing, dancing, making music with instruments, creating music like songwriting.
Right.
So again, just all of those activities to really help strengthen an individual's abilities and then focus on generalizing that to other areas of their lives.
Yeah, wow, that's so important. So you talked about what parents should look for. Make sure you look for a certified person.
Yes, and in Georgia, licensed. Which means it's like the state has gone back and double checked that yes, they've met all the requirements and passed the exams.
Right.
So it's a nice double check for parents.
That's really, really important. So yeah, I have you a gift. I have you.
Cool.
These are Hershey drops. I love these. So these are something I've discovered on the show. So that is for you.
Thank you.
Just to remind you and to thank you for being a gift in life. Thank you for choosing the profession that you. I mean, I know in the other, if you would have gone the other route, you would have touched many, many lives. But here you get to really individually touch lives and really help people. So thank you. If you have any advice to give to, let's say, parents that have their kids in lessons, what advice would you give?
Yes, so I think the biggest piece of advice is really the consideration of who you're choosing to work with your child. When musicians or music teachers enter into that relationship with a student, they think of it as being long-term from the get-go.
Right.
Because learning an instrument is a long-term process and hopefully a lifetime pursuit.
Yeah.
And what's really important for parents to know is that when a young child in particular starts lessons, they look at that music teacher the same way they would look at us as a family member.
Yes.
And that's huge.
Yes.
That's huge, the
Yes.
impact the music teacher can have in your child's life.
Yeah.
So things you want to ask yourself is this person going to be a positive influence?
Right.
Yes, of course it's important they have the talent and the knowledge. But think about the other things.
Yeah,
How
and
are they gonna
is this teacher building trust with my child? And yeah, I mean each child that comes through my studio, I end up having a personal relationship with them. And then when they move on to things, you feel like you've lost a child because you grow so close. So close to them. So that's wonderful,
very true.
Wonderful information and you feel like they're family members.
Yeah, and just know we're there to go through the highs and lows. We're not at our A game the whole time. That's impossible, right? And I think another thing parents, we want them to realize we try to achieve those peaks, but what makes them sweeter is when we go through the valleys with our students and we go through those challenges and the difficulties of stretching ourselves.
And allowing them to enjoy the process. I think oftentimes that's the golden key that ends up missing is, yes, we want achievement, but we want you to have joy. This is an art, and it's a creation, and it's beautiful, and we want there to be beauty within that.
Right, and then they can give so much more into their expression of it.
Right. Yes. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yes,
it's wonderful meeting
Thank
you.
you.
And guys. Check Allison out and leave her a comment if you're interested in music or lessons. Leave her a comment and she'll be glad to get back in touch with you. And we hope this segment educated and inspired you.